Hello, welcome to episode 1 of our brand new podcast. This is Tait and Cody's Guide to Life. Tait, what is the meaning of this shit? What are we doing?
We are both comedians. We both have podcasts, and now we're both sitting next to each other making another podcast because we're both attention whores.
Exactly, yeah. We're going to be looking at seeing if we can talk about some stuff and come up with some material along the way. Tell some stories about your travels and my time working in prison for a few years. And we're going to see what happens. So come along for the ride. It's going to be a good time.
Do it.
Yeah.
Come along, you fucks. Yeah, we're just here having a yarn, chatting about whatever comes to us, as you said. Bit of material, bit of hashing things out, stories, some scams, unpopular opinions, things like that. However we've been fucked over in our lives. Things that we don't like. Maybe they might be a little bit edgy. Maybe we won't toe the line. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll cry. Maybe we'll fuck. Who knows?
Who knows?
Tune in.
We can
on
only
YouTube,
hope.
You can see this.
That's right. You can watch it
until
it gets taken down.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun time, man. You are a well-travelled man.
Yep. I've spent some money on travel.
How much money have you spent?
Spent about $120,000.
That is fucking
traveling.
Unbelievable. Do you have any regrets over the amount of money that you spent traveling?
No.
Not at all.
I think I could have maximized my money a bit better. I feel like I could have done a lot more with my $120,000.
Yeah, you could have a Ferrari.
Yeah, no, wow, a shitty one. But more, I feel like I could have done more use traveling, instead of getting pissed 3 nights in a row, maybe have one night and then use that money to go somewhere else or see something. Or more.
So you wasted your travels.
Some of it. I'm still pretty happy with what I've done.
Any stories jump to mind? Let's do a travel story. Which one of Tait's travel stories?
There is many. I was lucky enough.
Have you ever been fucked over or have found yourself in a predicament while you've been travelling abroad?
There's many.
I'm sure there is.
There's many because I'm not too sure if you 100% know this or our new listeners that I am a fucking idiot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that comes when you're a fucking idiot. The stories come to you because you don't say no to things that you should because you're dumb.
A magnet for shit. For shit, yeah. So am I.
Yeah. And that's where here. It was going to be called, the podcast was going to be called Shit Magnets, but we decided not to. But yeah, I mean, here's one story off the top of my melon. Just to set it off on a good fucking note to who I am, I was in the Czech Republic.
Good.
And I was in Prague, which is a beautiful city. Looks like some sort of Disney fucking film. Very old, very beautiful.
What sort of architecture are we talking?
Walt Disney. Yeah.
Not Georgian, but Walt Disney.
Yeah, Walt Disney. He clearly made it.
So it was all castle.
A lot of racist undertones, if you know what I mean.
Like those crows out of Dumbo. They're all racist and shit. That Dumbo got cancelled, by the way, because of those crows. Those fucking racist motherfucking crows. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can't watch Dumbo anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know.
I was a bit more like, it's an elephant. Yeah. That can fly with its...
Yeah, that's the obscure part. What's that a reference to?
Yeah.
Where do we pick it up there? But
big-eared people,
I matched with a girl on Tinder, popular dating app.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Very attractive. I was like, you're onto a winner here, Tater. Like, let's seal the deal. And she actually sent the message to me saying, you look fun. Let's go out for a drink. And I was like, I'm not, but okay. So I went down. I met her at the front of my hostel.
I'm guessing she's a weirdo. I'm guessing she's got a weird trait. Like, just off the bat.
She's missing a leg.
She's good looking. She's hot. She's attractive. A pirate. She looked at you and thought, this guy looks fun.
Yeah. No, she fucked up. She was very attractive, a bit weird, I could tell, but I'm like, maybe that's just the foreign language, maybe it's not 100% knowing the English language, it's just coming off a bit trippy. Turns out she was a bit fucking trippy. The first thing I noticed is when I fucking walked down there, she had a big crucifix necklace that she had handmade.
Like a standard crucifix.
Oh, definitely not standard.
Like one a priest would wear.
No, unless a priest was stealing stuff out of the cemetery. because I'm pretty sure that's where she got it. She
cemetery thief,
Yeah,
snapped it off someone's dead person's
I honestly
grave.
think that's what had happened because it was snapped in half. It was probably like the arms were about 6-7 inches wide. It was huge. She's quite a small girl, so it looked massive.
Was it made out of granite?
It was. It was made out of some sort of marbly stone shit. Like halfway walking to the pub that we were going to, she was like, "Oh, I got to take this off. It's too heavy." Like that's the indication of she had to take it. Yeah. She's throwing my spine out. So we went.
So she was just wearing it for show to show off to you, like like a beacon.
Yes,
like, you'll see me. I'm wearing this big cross, but I can only wear it for 2 minutes.
Our Lord Jesus Christ, our fucking Lord and Savior.
Yeah,
and I was like, cool beans. But as
Jesus on it, or is it?
It's full on fucking like headgear and shit, like with these little thorn of fucking halo or whatever whatever that thing's called. So
Jesus,
we went to
it really ruined his frisbee career. This motherfucker.
We went to the pub. We hung out. We had a good time. We went to a traditional pub. A traditional pub's pretty cheap.
What's a Czech Republic traditional pub compared to a British or Australian pub?
Kind of similar, but beers are about 90 cents for a pint.
Okay, dangerously cheap. Yeah.
So we just...
So everyone's just drunk in Czech Republic all the fucking time.
Very attractive women, cheap beer, looks like a Walt Disney fucking movie.
Yeah.
So
you're going to run them up.
This is paradise.
Yeah.
So everything went pretty well with this girl. Got along like a house on fire. She'd put the crucifix away, so I was feeling all right.
Cool.
All right.
No power of Christ compels you sort of behaviour going on.
I think it did because I was like, she's weird as fuck, and I wouldn't hang out with her
exorcisms.
otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
But because she was so pretty, I was like, just keep going with it, Tater. Look past these shortcomings of a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Because she was so hot and I look like this, I was like, well, you only live once. Better die by the hands of a pretty girl instead of some other fucker. So she decided...
Die by the hands of a man.
Yeah.
In an alleyway.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman's death.
While getting bummed.
Pure gentleman's death.
Yeah.
So she invited me back to her house, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm down to clown. Like, I'm a fucking, I'll come there and see what's up."
Yeah, okay.
All nonchalant, but inside I was like, "Oh my god!" So I went back to her house. Went to her house. It was like a weird apartment, but it had like absolutely shit everywhere. She was an artist. She was she made clothes and stuff like that. So
all right,
she's a fashion designer of some description, and she was like, "Oh, this is my place." It was shit everywhere: mannequins, felt, fucking clothes, patches, all that type of shit, newspaper, all this type of shit that she had fucking made things with. And I was like, "It's dirty," and I was like, "That's weird." I'm like, "Where's the fucking bed?" So then I looked up, and there was like a loft, like a mezzanine, a ladder leading up to the roof. And I was like,
oh right,
okay.
like
not to the roof, sorry.
Like an Anne Frank.
No, less Anne Frankie, more hipstery artist.
Okay. It wasn't hidden.
Yeah. So it was like a mezzanine, like a loft, I should have said. So the ladder went up, and I was like, oh, fuck, exercise, Jesus. So I go up the top. She's leaving her crucifix down the bottom because she doesn't want to fall off the fucking ladder. Right. We get up the top. I'm like, where's the bed? And it was just 2 sheepskin rugs.
Oh, God.
As the bed, and I'm like, I am far too fat for this.
Like, there's a point where
but that once again,
the sheepskin comes ineffective.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm laying on the ground. Like, it's got to be a thick fucking sheet for me to be like elevated off the ground.
Like it's keeping you off the ground.
So we started kissing, cuddling. It was going well.
Yeah, nice.
It's filthy up the top as well.
Yeah, really?
Had shit everywhere. And then there was a big rustling in the corner, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, it's Coco. And I was like, what is the Coco? And she was like, that's my rat. And I was like, oh, cool.
Pet rat.
And then it actually came to light, and it was a giant white albino rat. Biggest rat I've ever seen in my life.
Did you shit yourself, or were you okay with rats?
I was like, that is fucking gross in my head. On the outside, my mouth went, oh, cool. Rats are lovely. Because she was a hot woman I was on a date with. Yeah. And I'm weak-minded, body and soul. So I just folded everything so she would like me.
Yeah, of course.
Being a comedian.
You're pretending to be someone that you're not.
Yeah, comedian.
Just, yeah, probably because of some childhood trauma.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of church stuff comes to mind. But I went to, so she's holding the rat. She's like, do you want to hold him? I'm like, I'm all right. So she's like, no. Come on, just hold him. And then she just put it on me. It started running around all on me. I was like, it's kind of cool, to be honest, for a bit. The worst part was a male rat, big old balls, big old nutsack on him.
Yeah, they've got massive balls. That's one thing a rat has. It's like it's disproportionate balls all its life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like fucking one of those dragsters cars when they put the parachute out.
Yeah,
it's like this big fucking sack at the back of the rat, just dragging along it, and they're dragging their balls everywhere.
Yeah. Got callousy balls. They're
like the heels of your foot.
Yeah.
Like when you wear barefoot, or they're like crusty and shit.
Yeah.
Got to get one of those Parmesan cheese graters that women use in the bath to fucking grate their feet. What the fuck is that? The fucking
it's called maintenance, right? It's called
cheese grater.
loving your body.
Have you ever seen one of those cheese graters in someone's shower? He's like, oh, fucking hell.
How crusty are your feet?
Yeah, you can't grate your foot.
Yeah, you can. Apparently.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. So when so
unless they're having cheese in the bath, which I approve of.
Yeah.
You're having a fucking spag bowl in the
crackers.
bath. Yeah. Just having a little fucking pallet.
Water crackers, that's them, isn't it? That's when you had cheese in the bath.
What did I just say pallet? What's a fucking thing?
Pallet, yeah, that's your
No, when you put all the food on crackers on it and shit.
Oh, like a ball, like a
platter.
Platter. Yeah. Cheese platter.
Cheese pallet.
Cheese pallet.
Pallet of cheese sounds good.
The rat would have loved that. So the rat was wiping its balls all over me. I got past it. I was like, all right, I'm kind of fucking half barred up from this chick anyway. So I'm like,
I can take a bit of ball.
Good on you. All right. So she was like, oh, you've really taken to the rat. And I'm like, oh, he's pretty cool. And she was like, oh, you're giving me no attention. And I'm like, oh, the rat. And she's like, what about now? And I look back and she'd taken off her top, and I was like, oh, well, this is taking a turn for the better, Tait. All the shit that you've climbing up ladders and fucking dealing with rats has turned into a magical
evening. It's paid off.
Yes.
Is it really Walt Disney style now?
It's a fucking Disney movie.
It's like Cinderella.
Yeah.
Who would have thought you could do it?
Yeah.
And you come back from the fucking dead. And,
Cinderella story.
Snow White.
Yeah. So I put the rat down, let it go do its business, be a rat, as rats do, wipe its balls and everything.
Yeah, drag its balls across fucking the carpet.
We just hear it scuttling.
It's like just rubbing across. Just dragging.
Where's that rat?
Oh no, he's going into the thistle plants.
No. So did the deed with the girl. One of my accomplishments, I just wanted to more tell you that roundabout story to get to. I had sex.
You had sex. Well done.
Thank you. And this is where it takes a bit of a turn, the story.
Okay.
As I said, we had a few drinks, many a drink, very cheap.
90 cents.
Yep. So I probably had fucking $10 worth.
10
pints.
10 pints. 10 and a half. That's it.
And then when...
Actually, 11 pints.
Oh, yeah. Good math. This is what the podcast is about, where I share math.
I'm
based podcast.
Stephen Hawkins out. He's dead, and I'm in. All I need is a wheelchair.
This place isn't wheelchair accessible, so we couldn't have him in.
It'd be pretty cool, like, just to be him, wouldn't it? Like, you could just play computer games all day and no one would know.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what he does, but yeah, it'd be great.
You could be at a funeral and you could be playing Pac-Man. Everyone's like, it's just Stephen. That's like he can't speak.
It's the sounds that he makes. God, you're great. He must be upset.
Oh no, we've gone after the dead Stephen Hawking. Like we waited. He's dead, man. Yeah.
Is Hawk dead?
The Hawk's dead.
Fuck.
We shouldn't have brought it up.
Rest in peace, Hawk.
Yeah, rest in peace. He did a lot for the fucking scientific world.
Yeah.
And I think he's got the high score on Pac-Man as well. So it's like two birds.
The original gamer.
Holy shit. This is episode 1 too, by the way, and we're going after the Hawk.
Yeah. Back to my story.
Sorry, yeah.
So this is where it took a turn. I had a couple of beers the night before.
11.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a couple. That's a couple. what happened? I need to go to the bathroom. So I was like, oh, fucking. So it was about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went down the ladder, the very steep, rickety ladder. And as a very fat man, I got to the last run of the ladder, put all my weight down on the ground, pretty much crashed because I was half pissed onto the floor.
Yep.
And I stood on like a piece of paper, some sort of cloth or something like that, slipped a little bit. And I'm like, fuck, that was weird that it made like a squeak sound.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it's the Czech Republic fucking paper, if it's specially made. It's like, I don't know what it's made out of. I gave a bit of a weird fucking sound. And I was like, that's so fucking weird. And then I sobered up for a second. I'm like, that piece of paper has a tail. That's not common. So what happened, I kind of hesitantly looked under, and I had obliterated this rat with my 120 kilos at the time. And pushed this motherfucker into it was hanging out with Stephen Hawking, put it that way. If it survived, it would have needed a fucking wheelchair. So I crushed the little fucker to death.
Rat version of Stephen Hawking. I wonder if that rat had ever been stood on before, but because it was like you and this girl you were with on the tiny. So that rat probably could have survived getting stood on by her.
Probably a back massage for that rat.
It was like, oh, that was...
Yeah, I just steamrolled the little...
You just went straight through it. It's in your footprint.
Yes.
Coming off that ladder is bang.
It's like I was wearing a rat fucking slipper. And so it turned into a real Disney movie.
I'd like to imagine that the crucifix was also underneath that paper and you just crucified and just stuck to the cross.
So I thought to myself, Tait, you've just destroyed this poor girl's rat. She's got a fucking filthy house, not too much money. Clearly the rat is her best friend. Yeah. Because it was a Disney movie. So she had to talk to some sort of talking rat, in her spare time.
Yeah, the rat's going to be like, oh, what's the problem? And do a song and stuff like, well, every time in life when things get bad, we make it better. We have a 90-cent beer. And they sing a song and skip down the street. Yep. Her and the rat. And then she kisses the rat and they have a piece of spaghetti and slurp it up. They meet in the middle and kiss.
Yep.
And then they fuck.
Yeah. That's the rat outsourced the fucking that night for me.
Yeah.
And then me,
you were a subcontractor.
I must amend it too. I just fucking like it. Oh, a rat, conk, with my foot.
You fucked up that rat.
I did. So
what happened next?
Unfortunately, the rat's dead. It's been mushed. It's been fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to know when you killed a rat when it's white and now it's red.
Okay.
I mean, that's the fucking sign.
Yeah.
That something's wrong when its insides are on the outs.
Yeah, its guts has come out of its bum hole. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my fucking God, you fat fucking idiot. Look what you've done. So I was like, what do you do? There's no bathroom in this place. I couldn't see a bin because the whole room was practically a bin itself.
Yep.
So I was like, what do I do? And then I was thinking to myself, realistically, Tait, there's not a jury in the world that's going to fucking see that you're innocent. And if she wanted to be vindictive or be like, he did this, this, and this, use your imagination, the jury's just like, absolutely he did that. Yeah. Look at this monster.
Yeah, no one's taking a look at her and then taking a look at you and going, you know what, I think the guy's in the right here.
I think Fatty's right. I think Fatty's innocent. But
I think that homeless man is 100% innocent.
The guy that snuck in there.
Yeah.
So
the guy, that homeless man with blood all over his foot.
Yeah. So I went into the bathroom. I saw that there was a bin.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I'll take a piss. Came back, made sure she wasn't fucking up. I fucking scooped the rat up. I took it into the bathroom. I cracked one of its tooth off, put it in my pocket as a souvenir, as a serial killer does.
Yeah.
Right? Then I made it into a little necklace just to show her up.
Okay.
But then I wrapped the bit of cloth or whatever the fuck it was in toilet paper.
It's like a bloody...
Yeah.
With a tail.
It's a tampon.
It looks like a tampon.
It's a rat tampon.
Big old tampon.
And I shoved
people, when they look in the bin, they're going to be like, that's a big tampon.
Fucking heavy flow. Gross.
Have you ever seen a tampon in real life?
I've seen a couple.
I've seen a couple of refused ones.
Oh.
And it's ruined me day.
Yeah.
Because I'd never seen it for years, and then I came across one. I stumbled across one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life.
Pokemon Go, you're looking for like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know, like sometimes you see a condom in the wild.
Yeah, how weird's that? Yeah, it's full of fucking... Sometimes
was fucking
full
here.
of jizz, and you're like, how did someone get fucking aroused near a fence and a fucking newspaper? You know, that's when they're like, this is where we fuck. You're like, okay.
Against the chain link fence somewhere.
What girl is doing that? What's like,
Some girls.
it's good to go here. You're like, I can see, we're near a fucking drain.
Yeah, we're at the sewage farm.
Yeah, it's fucking strange. But back to my story.
Yep.
I put the fucking rat in the bin. It's fucking the human that I am.
Yep.
I go back up, wash my hands, obviously. Go sleep for a couple more hours. There's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
You monster.
Don't want to leave that early.
You're laying next to this bird who's a pet, beloved pet, you just fucking squashed and you're fucking laying up next to her. You animal.
Yeah.
You cold-blooded fucking killer.
I felt bad about it. I mean, I didn't get back into the deep REM sleep because I was, I was
You're just thinking
about it a little bit. But I snoozed a bit.
Yeah. So you're a little bit of a
as much as you can on a sheep fucking rug.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fast forward to about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. She's
go
awake
down
now.
the ladder, and I'm like, "Oh, Tait, don't be suspicious. Like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious." All right, so I was like, "Oh, where's Coco? I want to see Coco. I got to see Coco before I leave." And she was like, "Oh, it's quite messy in here. He goes missing for like 4 or 5 days." And I was like, "A lot fucking longer than that." And bastard ain't coming back.
He's with Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah, he just, rolls in.
He's up there in the game arcade in the sky.
That's it. Flipping quarters, mate. So I was like, "Oh,
does the hawk have to keep the wheelchair and stuff when he goes to heaven?"
You would hope not.
Yeah, like everything's perfect.
You would hope that he is.
Like if you get cancer and you die of cancer, do you take the cancer with you to heaven? You still got the fucking.
Do you just die
lymphoma.
again and go to super heaven? There's just stages of it. You just keep dying.
You just keep
It's
dying. It's like, yeah.
I mean, I'm slowly getting better. I'm at heaven level 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope not. I hope everything goes away and everything goes back to normal when we go to heaven. We get to be in heaven forever with all our loved ones. How bad would that be? You have to go and fucking meet your family again.
What, in heaven?
It's like I thought we were done with this shit. Fucking now we got to do it forever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you with me heaven tangent.
No, it's weird. I mean, heaven's religious people are nuts. We'll get into that a bit later, but it's So the story ends with this. I said to her about the rat, blah blah blah. It's gonna be gone for a long time. She didn't know what was going on. So like, yeah, it's colloquialism. It's fucking do whatever. And then I was like, "Oh, how do I get back to my hostel?" And she was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll help you." She walked me to like the fucking tram, bus, or something like that. I remember her talking to the fucking driver of said tram, bus, and being like, "Can you just give him a nod or give him a wave when he needs to get off?" And she organised me to get back, and I was just,
"Oh, she's lovely.
My God,
she's a lovely person."
Killed her fucking rat.
And you just ruined her fucking life. Do you reckon she ever found it? Did you ever have any thought? Because I imagine you just getting on that plane out of Prague, out of fucking Czech Republic, and just be like, "Well, that was that. Now I'll never think about that again. I don't care." Or is there a part of you that's like, "Hey, I'm going to go down to the local fish and feathers pet store, and I'm going to get a rat that looks just like him, and I'm going to smuggle him in there."
Rats and condoms store.
Yeah.
90-cent beers and rats. Yeah. I did honestly think about getting her a new rat, like a baby one, and being like, "I'm so sorry," or just kind of like leaving it at her door. It dawned on me that I didn't know where she fucking lived.
All right. Yeah,
also, it dawned on me that she may stab me in the throat.
Well, because she found that she's like, "This isn't a tampon at all. After all, this is my rat."
And remember, I would have been coming back with my new rat necklace.
Yeah, is that the tooth? Yeah.
Coco!
Oh man, what a shame. She might hear this one day. She'd be like, "That's what happened to him."
It's one of those stories which I wish it didn't happen. I suppose for stand up and stuff like that, which I've never said this on stage. this happened in 2015, and I only just started telling this story to friends. I think you were I think you were the first person I've told.
Great.
Yeah. So it's I've mentioned the story to others, but I've left out the kind of some details. And now they're getting older, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I apologize. I am a scumbag, but I did not mean it. You know,
No, you never
making
meant
the
to
necklace is a bit weird.
Yeah,
You know,
but
I'll give you
it was
that.
already dead, so
Yeah.
it's not like you killed it to get the necklace.
No.
You just used what was at your disposal after the fact that you disposed this rat. Of this rat.
Yeah.
You're a fucking killer, man.
I unfortunately in that instance I was.
Yeah.
I haven't done it since. Yet. Again.
I've got pet rats.
Hey,
You
you
mother
do have pet rats.
I had to hide them from you when you come over yesterday. I was
You
like,
got them in your pockets. I'm like, give us a hug.
"No, get away.
Yeah.
They know. The word has spread thick and fast through the rat community. They know
killer.
the tale of the Tate Middleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Beast of Belgrade.
the cold-blooded rat murderer.
Yeah.
Man, it happens. You know.
Apparently it does.
Yeah. How big was the rat?
Huge. I hurt my ankle.
Like, we talking like a big, long foot longer?
Like a fucking possum, man.
Yeah, okay.
Like
Czech Republic rat.
Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised if that thing wasn't her pet. And she was just like, I think this is Coco. And she was pissed. That would have been more funny. She'd be like, oh my God, that's not my rat. Like, she was like, that's the little one. Oh my God, I can't believe we held this one last night.
Yeah. Like rats and shit, like when they're really big, it's sort of scary. You know what I mean? They're like
the plague.
It's like they should have graffiti on them and shit. Like that's like, how old are you?
Yeah.
Fucking like some New York rat. Just like a train
The only rat that I like.
with its balls straggling along you.
How funny would Ninja Turtles be? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if Splitter had a big set of fucking balls rubbing on the ground.
Well, it'd be realistic. It'd be realistic, man.
So
he
I
shouldn't
could
be
never
walking
get behind
around.
that movie.
He shouldn't be like a martial arts expert either. Motherfucker. He shouldn't be up on both feet. He shouldn't be upright.
Yeah.
Because when rats do that, they fucking do it and then they fall back down. All right, so it's fucking bullshit.
It's true.
It's fucking bullshit, Splinter.
Yeah, okay, so Splinter, we've debunked the Splinter myth.
We're the new Mythbusters.
Yeah. Well, old mate got...
Stephen Hawkins, we've really got to the crux of everything today.
Well, we don't want to be the new Mythbusters because I'm pretty sure one of them got alleged of, like, doing stuff to his own sister. So...
Oh, is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
What it did come out.
Which one was that?
I'm not too sure. It was one of the two, but I'm pretty sure one of them got done.
I'm going to guess it's the big fucking mustachio walrus looking motherfucker.
I think it was maybe the other one.
Now, the other one's too, like, straight edge.
Yeah, that's what you think. And then he's like, come over here, sis. I'm like, what? You stuck in the microwave again? Let me help you get it out. That type of
It's stuck in the microwave.
You know, like, hey, you never seen those porn where it's just like sister stuck in dryer and you're like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Like, fucking, my first instinct would be like, hey, I'll get you out, but I'm going to fuck you first. And we're like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? It's so straight.
Oh,
It's like, one, it's fucking.
Oh, no, it has to be mustache. It has to be. I'm sorry if it's libelous. If he's listening out there, I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this. It's a fucking big finger to point. But he is the one who looks like one.
Allegedly, that I believe that one of someone's sister came forth and said old mate was doing some myth bustering of his own to me. Yeah.
If we have a kid, will it be retarded? Myth busted.
Is it going to be myth bustering? Probably not.
Oh, jeez. On that note, I think we should wrap up episode 1 of the Tait and Cody's Guide to Life podcast. I hope you've learned a thing or two about your life, and hope this helps you as you navigate your way to death. Your inevitable death. When we all go and hang out with the hawk up there in the sky.
Yeah. And the rat.
And the rat. Yeah.
Coco.
Love you, Coco.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Cheers.
Bye.